What's going on, everybody? It's PapaStones coming back with another video. So, you know what time it is. We got Market Watch on Wednesday. I'm actually recording this one a little early because I am planning on playing the Bazaar tomorrow. If you're into that, I should be streaming it on Twitch, but I probably won't post it on YouTube since my YouTube is mostly a Star Wars channel. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, you can check me out on Twitch, same name, PapaStones. But we're gonna jump right into this. We got Twilight of the Republic boxes for 86, Shadows boxes for 75, and Sparks for 175. Nothing too much changing. Shadows are in the dumps. What's new, right? But oh well. Moving on. We got Vader's at like 46, 47. I don't know. It's not a bad price, I guess. I think the card's good. Definitely worth owning. Same with Luke's. These are like almost past Invader at this point. Not totally there yet, but getting pretty close, to be honest. I think Luke's going to be solid. A lot of the lists I've been testing lately have Luke in it, sadly, and I don't own any right now, so we'll see how that goes. Boba dropping way down. 34 bucks. Yeah, that's crazy. Like a month ago, they were like 40. Now you can get them for 34. I don't know why. I think Boba's good, right? Maybe there's not yellow villain gonna be running around, but who knows? Same with Gunnings. Double yellow will definitely still be viable, right? So I would make sure you have your Cunnings while they're declining for some reason. But that's just me. Dark Sabers are fine. Poe's fine. Crate Dragons going down a bit more. 15-ish, 16-ish. It's not too crazy, I guess. But maybe the game will be faster now. Who knows? Maybe it'll be slower, though. I still think, from a lot of my set testing, right, I think Snoke's insane. The fact that they're only 14 right now, these are definitely worth owning. You gotta think, like, a lot of the token based strategies just get immediately slaughtered when this comes down. I've been testing a lot of Palpatine Sidious, and like the main heroism engine once you're rolling, right, is just your token and trading off your token when you want to flip back. So if you have this on board and they do that to create a token and then it just immediately dies, then the game plan kind of goes out the window. I think Snoke's sleeper, right? Like, if you don't own your Snokes, get him. It's probably the best pickup I'd say right now from Shadows, but that's just me. Moving on, though, we have Falcons. I almost skipped over this. They're still 20 bucks, but I think with the game possibly picking up pace again, I think Falcons will be valuable. In especially, places they'll fit, but who knows where that might be. What else we got? Super Laser for 17. That's fine, I guess. Kylo's Tie 12. I think this card's gonna be decent enough, right? I don't know price wise if that's good or bad, but I've got some ideas for Red Villainy next set, and this is basically the best spaceship they have, right? Because it's a 3-2 and no drawback. So maybe it's worth holding on to. I'm not 100% sure, but I have a couple of them just in case. Moving on, though, we still got Command and Aggression, like I said, the double aspect stuff. Double aspect's cool. It can only be better, right? We're getting more cards. I tested out some double blue Yoda. Obviously that's Vigilance, right? But double blue, double green, double red, whatever it may be, is to the point now where there's enough cards that you can play it and not feel so terrible about it. So keep that in mind. Especially with Command, I think old Palpatine gets more tools, and if you're playing it double green, then you're obviously going to be running the 9 ramp or whatever. So I think Command is definitely worth picking up. Moving on though, we've got Home 1. I think this card is really solid for the, what's it's called, coordinate decks. I don't know if they'll go this late, generally speaking, but I'm picturing like Rex or something like, I mean, maybe not even Rex, but something that's like more focused on coordinate, and like your top end being like a U-wing reinforcement and a Home 1, you know, kind of like old Han green. But with coordinate aspects, this puts you online a lot easier. So if you're looking to go that route, I think Home 1s are a great top end. What else do we have here? We got K2. I still think this card's insane. It's gonna be played regardless of what it's in, like red, white, especially. Like, I'm thinking of this in Anakin specifically right now. You get to damage yourself, give it +2 attack if it runs something over and it already has overwhelm, and then you have the win defeated if you're going straight aggro, or you can discard if you need to play that game. I think that card's too good. Fallen Lightsabers being $6 or $7, I just saw it and I skipped by it because I didn't even want to talk about it, but can't ignore it. People keep buying them, so I don't know. That's a weird one to me. Rays and Kylos are terrible, right? This card's only good with ECL. Without it, it's kind of just a 6 cost 6/7, right? Which is crazy, but it's kind of not good enough to spend 6 resources to do nothing. Excuse me. A lot of showcases, a lot of random nonsense. U-wings. We were just talking about coordinate top ends. This is excellent, right? Maybe you don't go to Home 1, but I think in most decks this will be included if you're trying to coordinate, just because you can grab 3 things, or you can grab 2 things if you already have something and all your coordinates are online. I don't know. I just think this card's crazy. It's going to be super good, right? I got to do more testing with heroism stuff. I've honestly mostly just been testing villainy stuff out because I personally own a lot more of the villainy stuff. So I didn't want to like commit to heroism and then have to pick up a bunch of stuff, but I might. Who knows? I haven't like fully committed to anything yet, but we'll see what happens. I have 3 boxes I'm picking up soon, and I'm also planning on going to probably 2 or 3 pre-releases. So we'll see what I pull, see what I want to build, see if anything really piques my interest, you know. Moving on though, we got Gar set. I don't know why this just stands out though. I was just thinking of PQ's, the Gar yellow list that was running around. It freaks me out a little bit, but that's funny. Moving on, that's absurd. Showcase under $100. Tech's real good, worth owning. Oh man, DJ for $370. That's absurd. I thought that card was solid. Like, I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's only really good with tech specifically, but still, I feel like $3 for those is crazy low. Like, I might try and pick some of those up, to be honest. I don't know. Whoa, pre-sale Chancellor Palpatine hyperspace, or not hyperspace, showcase, $475. That's crazy. None have sold yet, but it's high up. Hmm. I mean, don't get me wrong, that is a good looking showcase, but I'm telling you right now, if I pull one and someone wants to give me $500 for it, it's yours. Moving on though. Wondering how much more pre-sale stuff we'll see. Speak of the devil. Dang, this is tough. I wasn't really planning on talking about this stuff yet, but I guess we're gonna. Grievous is $16. 15 of them sold for $22. That's crazy. I think it sounds wild, but I think this is the best legendary in the set, possibly. Just like on a standalone value base, right? Like it may not be like the most overperforming or most flashy, but it's a 3 cost 4/4, right? Like the stat line's insane. But it's only $16. That's same with Maul here. I think Maul's also really solid, but it's more of like, I feel like this one has to have ECL, right? This one has like a higher ceiling, I guess, like more flashiness to it. Or if you can just, I guess, stick a 5 drop and not feel bad about it, then it's okay. But this one's only $18. So I feel like looking at these prices, I don't know so far at least if anything's going to be worth even holding on to if you're purely looking from like a monetary value. Um, I don't know. That's kind of tough. I'm going to have to look more into pre-sale specifically just to see where I think we could go with this. Like if you're buying boxes just to make money, right? It's funny this is up here actually. This card, I don't think I'd ever talked about it. I might have, but this card with Yoda is really crazy. Just because Yoda lets you manipulate what you want to play at a discount, right? So this card is good, right? But I'm wondering, it was basically 0 sold for a long time. Still kind of 0 sold. Cards are really good in Yoda, though. We got Dr. Evs on. Don't remind me, I missed out on that. I'm upset. It is what it is. Moving on. What else do we got here that stands out? Gideon is going to be a house. I don't know if hyperspaces would be worth it because they're probably expensive because it's a rare. But if you don't have just the base form, it's probably worth owning, I would say. Anything else that's standing out so far? Kind of in no man's land. I'm curious to see. I'm almost gonna, I think we're gonna cut it short here. We're gonna go to page 8. I want to look at Twilight specifically, just because I want to see like pre-sale wise what we're looking at. Holy shit, Cad Bane! What? Don't get me wrong, I think this card's cracked, but I didn't think it was going to be like the highest demanding. Yeah, okay. That's kind of neat, honestly. I kind of thought people were sleeping on that one, to be honest, but I don't think I actually talked about it in my spoilers because it came out later. But yeah, I think that's sleeper. Cad Bane's gonna be a house, I think. I don't think Gore is this good. Yeah, I think this Gore is definitely worse than these two, if you ask me. Ayala's pretty decent. Clone is very hit or miss, I think. Ahsoka, it might be playable. It's a decent stat line and it can have ambush, and now there are 2 of them. it's definitely overhyped for what it is. 95% of the time I feel like you're going to end up resourcing this, but if you draw it on the opener and you have like the combo, it's going to feel really good. Like you'll definitely play them, but you'll feel really bad when you're resourcing them nonstop. I'm curious what other stuff we have. Christophsis is pre-selling for $3. Okay, but why is this pre-selling for $24? Like, this card I think is horrible. I mean, you get to hit 4 things, right? But your max damage is 4. So like, say your opponent has 4 units, you can deal 4 to 1, 3 to 1, 2 to 1, 1 to 1. But if they only have 2 units, then you can deal 4 to that 1, 3 to 1, and then you have to damage your own units. And even if not, like if they have something with more than 4 health, this sucks. Like, I think that card's bad, but I don't know. That's crazy. We're gonna go through this a little bit. Saw Gerrera being this expensive is kind of crazy. It's definitely good. I think in Anakin specifically, right? That's pretty solid. But even not, like it's in the perfect threshold, right? Like you can't get Fell the Dragon because it's got 4 attack, but it has raid 2 to make up for it. So it's a 6/8 when attacking. Same with Dooku. I can understand why this one's so high up because this card's nuts. You have to play it in the right deck, obviously, but we're going to go through a little bit of this real quick just because I'm curious at this point. Sabine's really solid, I think. I need to toy around with Yellow Heroism. Maybe like Kinlan Voss, like with that, and like Plo Koon and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of good Yellow Heroism cards coming out. So, yeah, might have to do a little bit more testing, but I'd be on the lookout for that. I think Yellow Heroism is going to be in a decent spot. This card's kind of meh. Anything else that stands out? $11 for Satine doesn't surprise me too much. In my testing so far, it has kind of felt like a lackluster card, but who knows? Hu Yang's okay. The +2/+2 is nice, but basically what happens is you play it and then they kill it, right? Maybe that's just me, but nothing else is looking too expensive. Obviously, these are just like commons and whatnot, but yeah. So it's sad. I mean, obviously, as of right now, I'm really looking for like Cad Banes when I open my stuff, right? And let me see, what else was I looking for? Like for the list I wanted to play, I'm looking for Cad Banes mostly, and maybe some Now There Are 2 of them, as I haven't decided. But like I said, I'm going to test out some Yellow Heroism, and if that goes that way, I'll probably need Ahsokas and other random nonsense that I haven't actually worked out yet. But yeah, so that's what we got from Market Watch. Like I said, if you want to see what I end up pulling, I should be getting my boxes soon. I will definitely record it and post it on the internets for you, and you can let me know what you think. I'll probably from here on be doing some testing, getting ready for the next set, doing my pre-releases, you know, the usual stuff right before new stuff comes out. And if you got nothing better to do, like I said, if you're interested in other games, I'll be over on Twitch probably playing the Bazaar when this drops, because I got the closed beta access. So if you want to check that out, feel free. If not, that's cool too. But yeah, that's all I got this week. Make sure to drop a thumbs up for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.